Hello and welcome to another episode of I Wanna Lockpick. We're doing it with a non-lockpick playlist this time, and that's purely because the other one is on YouTube and I've set like a cold turkey blocker so I don't go on YouTube. So I'm just using a playlist I have, you know, the playlist I use for streams, because that's offline. Anyway, that doesn't matter, that's all yappa yappa. The real important part is that we're still on Keena's masterpiece, and I'm still quite stuck. Honestly, I don't know if I'll get many new insights today, but I just wanna at least show you what I've been thinking about, and maybe do some more stuff. So, first thing I thought about is... okay, we need brown, right? Now, which key is going to be brown? First of all, why do we need brown? Well, we need brown to make this lock brown, because you cannot in fact have one master key and 0 master keys at the same time. So if you make this brown, then you can open this with a master key. So you make it brown from the left side, you open it from the right side with this master key, all good. Now, you also need to make this brown so you can use a master key there. I said, wait, how to open, and then wait, get one eye master key. Can you even do that? You can't. What am I talking about? Yeah, no, that's not happening. That's not happening. So yeah, just get one brown and one master. Alright, we'll just, you know what, it's long enough that I'm just gonna delete it. So how to open one brown early and then plus one master later. Okay, so that's what we do. So if you can count, then you will notice 1, 2, but if you look at how many positive master keys we have, it's 1, 2. So in fact, we need to get this. I don't think there are any other master keys, except, you know, the ones that set your master key count to 0, but those don't count. We have a -1 here, but that doesn't actually help us, because it's just going to make our work harder. It's just going to double things up. We also have a -1 here, but same problem. We could make one of these a master key. That could be a thing. Honestly, that's not the worst idea ever. If we make 3 master keys here. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, that won't actually work, but yeah. I'll explain why in a second, but this has to be brown. I am certain of that. So, yeah. I'll explain that in a sec, but the first thing I wanted to talk about is just these master keys. So yeah, we need 2, we have 1 here, but secretly we have a second one right here. But in order to get that, you need 0 white, then you also need to get this and still have 0 white, which is not going to be possible to do unless white is starred. So we're gonna have to star white. Now I also want to look back at this and see if you actually need to star anything here specifically for orange and stone. I said stone gets problematic to star, and that is still true. If you star stone at 1, you will... starring it at 0 is not a good idea. But if you star it at 1, okay, so first you get this, and then you get this, right? And then you get that. Then you decide to get this and star it at 1. And then you can open all of these, but then you need to unstar it. And there's in fact no unstar keys anywhere. We already used up this one. This has to be red. Again, 100% certain of that. This one's cyan, not stone. And there are no other unstar keys. We've checked that many times now. So that doesn't work. Okay, so what else do we have? Well, We could then say not star anything. That's another option. So we have -1 master key, exact. We could also pick up this, which would get -2 master keys. I think that's the maximum negative master keys you can get. Pretty sure, yeah. The rest are all positives. Yeah, and there's no sign flips or anything like that. So yeah. So we get this, then... So yeah, let's say we can double this up, so we have it 3 times. Alright, let's think about the routing here. So we come in. Don't worry about this purple-white section yet. We're just gonna leave that for later. So we... Let's see. Yeah, so we come in, we get 0 orange, we get 0 stone, but this is infinite, this isn't. That's important. So we could go through here or here. But if we go up top, then we can't actually go in here anymore, because we've got 1 stone key now. Alright. So actually we need to go through here. We get 6. Okay. Then, because the first lock of this is a -1, I think the best option is just to do this. Jump up, go through here, sign flip. That means the last lock we open does need to be stone. We need to engineer that. Now here's an interesting thought, actually. Could we make this like a sign flip master key? Or does that not work? Because we can set stone to -1 anyway. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's possible, yeah. You could sign flip this. Okay, and then let's say you set stone to -1. But then, yeah, no, you come back in here and it doesn't work. Because you set this, so that doesn't work. Yeah, no. You could master key this. That could also be a thing. Yeah, in fact, that is an option. You could just... I think you could just say, I get this. I get this. And then... Yeah, you'd have to get that before that. Then you get -2 master keys. You sign flip here. You get 2 master keys. You have stone starred at 1. Which, can we even get stone starred at 1? Is that even possible? I doubt it, actually. Let's think about what needs to happen for you to have stone starred at 1. There's nothing here that, like, has stone, so you'd need to use one of these, which feels... Oh, you can get this one. You can get one here. Alright, so you can have 1 stone key. Yeah? So you could star stone at 1. Then... Alright. Then you go through here, you get this sign flip, you also get this in the process, so we have 6 orange keys right now. Then open this up, open these 3 with your 1 starred stone. And then open this with, you know, another master key. That would work. Yeah, that would actually work. Interesting. Okay, so starring stone is not, like, not an option. If we don't star anything, then... Let's see. Then we go through here. And I guess we could also start the master key, can't? Does that work? That actually does work. Yeah. Oh god, we actually have like 3 different options here and they all work. Okay. Yeah, and if you don't start anything, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work, right? Because you get... wait. Okay, I'm just thinking about some other things now, but let's just look at the option where you don't start anything. So you do this. You could get a sign flip here. Who knows? In fact, no, you do actually need to have stone start if you want to do this. Otherwise, you need to... Okay, let's say we don't do that. Then we open this with a master key, and then this, and then we have to go back. We now have 0 stone keys, so we can go over here. But first we need to open this. Alright. And then we go here, we get that, we go here, we go back, but then we're stuck here because this is already opened. And we already used a master key. Potentially we could sign flip this and then use that there, and then get the other negative master key, the one over here. Yeah. And then we double this, but I think that's still not enough. Because then, okay, you open this, you go over here, I think you open this, go over here. Then you need to do it a 3rd time. And in fact, 4 times. So yeah, no, it doesn't work. Definitely does not work. So not starting anything does not work. Alright, so... either star orange, so star orange at 0, star stone at 1, and then use, or get -2 master and sign flip that. Or star master at like 1 or -1. I think both work. Either way, you are starring at least one thing, which is interesting, you know? So that means we're starring something at the end. Okay, so this definitely has at least one of these. Now, here's the thing. If we star master at 1, then I think we could open both of these, yeah. That is actually a bit of an issue. Also, what was the other option I set for this? 1 eye? Can you get 1 eye, master? No. These are all real stuff. Yeah, no, doesn't work. Alright, so like the options in terms of starring are you either star orange and also star white, and then definitely star pure because you're starring multiple things that aren't pure. Or you star stone and also star white and then don't get that. So the reason you have to star white is because you need to have it at 0 when you open this and then get that. Go back. But if you star master at 1 or -1, I think it has to be 1 actually. Yeah, it has to be 1. Then you can't get that. Or you don't have to get that. So then you don't have to star white. Okay. Fine. I mean, I guess that could be it, yeah. You just... I'm just gonna get rid of this. This wasn't useful. Yeah. Okay. Here's one other thing I've thought about. In terms of pure, getting to negative 550. So yeah, if we get all of the negative 90s and negative 99s, and then sign flip pure, we're at 549. Now, we can't then get one extra pure because this is an exact key. The negative ones are kind of out of reach. So we in fact need to get -1 pure before we sign flip. So last time I considered, yeah, maybe use this one. I am 100% certain that this is the only option now. So I don't see any other way of doing it. So we're gonna have to sacrifice this being red. So pure outside, so this gives us the -1 pure, plus last lock opened is pure. That's also important. I don't know if it's the first thing we do, I don't know why I wrote that down. Now what is interesting about starring master, specifically in this section, is you skip this. And that means... Oh, you can't actually do anything here. Because this still requires 0, but you could double this one up, and that's interesting. That is interesting. Oh, I see a game plan forming. What if we make this glitch? We make the outside pure. We make the inside red. Right. And then here's the game plan. We could double that, first of all. With one of the master keys here. Okay. And then let's see. So when we unstar red, we then get the one red and then do this and do this. We then, because the last lock we opened will still be red because I need to set this. We can then go over here and then open this and get 0 red. Oh, but that's the wrong order. That's the wrong order. Oh, no, wait. We could make the inside something else. We could make the outside glitch and the inside something that we have one of most of the time, like orange or white or whatever. And then when we're... Okay, then we can get red to 0 early, which is good because then we can open this with like way fewer restrictions, basically. Because this one was kind of annoying with this red. It's not that this is the only option, but it's definitely an option that I need to consider. And then yeah, it would also work for the -1 pure. Because then, okay, let's say this is white, this is pure. I just come in here, get the -1 pure, leave, that works. So yeah. Yeah, no, that would work. I'm gonna write it down as an option. So... possibly. So... oops. Inside is some color you have positive 1 of, white, pink, blah blah blah, doesn't matter. And then outside is glitch. So first time red, and then second time pure. Or only once. Oh yeah, and then yeah. Of course, use -1 master key to double this. Also star master. That does mean that if we star master, that's the only thing we'll star. Because I said... Okay, no. If we star master and we do that specific thing, then it's the only thing we'll do. Also, hold up. There is actually a problem with that, I think. We can't open that if we do that. Yeah. Also, we can't open this. Yeah, no, doesn't really work. Doesn't really work. It would work in a later point, at a later point, but right now it doesn't. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, no, doesn't work. So I'll just remove that option. So either red or pure outside. And actually, yeah, because it needs to be pure. Yeah, this is definitely pure outside. 100%. Alright. No, that's the only option. So I guess I can just go ahead and make it that. No, we'll wait until later, when I know some stuff about the other salvages. Alright, I did write down some problems here, so yeah. Pure situation at the end. So yeah, top left can be red. I think that's just a question of ordering. I think if we do things in a different order, then that won't be an issue with red. Blue situation was insane, though. Blue was really annoying. 112 is such a specific number that I'm starting to question if you use some of these for that. Now I did write down some options when I was commuting yesterday, so we'll have a look at those. Let's see. So yeah, also, yeah, we had the problem of... Hold up. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I just saw what my notes were and there was some other stuff in there. So yeah, if we go in here, we can basically only, like, initially use this 3 times, right? And then maybe later when we start pure to 0, we can use it more. But, you know, for the first time, like, if we want to go through this whole section, then we need to use it, like, those 3 times. So, yeah. Guaranteed to be in here. Purple, pink, black, blue. Yeah. So, here's the thing. Black is definitely guaranteed. Like, there is no way to make things that add up to 400 and make that work out. Like, if you look at these locks, these don't help. This doesn't help. This is all a fixed amount or nothing. These could help, but if you actually look at how much you can maximally gain from this, let's say the outside of this one was black. Alright, then we would need 200 of some key type to make that work. Now, in fact, that never happens. I mean pure, but we have 0 pure at this point. That needs to happen. So that isn't an option. we could set like purple to like 200, but then we have the problem of, if you actually look at what stuff we need to do with it, we only need to open like 58 purple locks, right? And we also need to have purple be 0 at some point, so that doesn't actually work. Yeah. I think same thing with pink. We need to have pink be 0 at this point, so that doesn't work either. Potentially what you could do is get like, you could set purple to 200, then get your -400 black, and then do this. I don't think that is it. Like you could get rid of all the purple down here, but like I think that's a waste, because we're gonna see that we're gonna need this for other, like, this lock has been a bit of a problem for me, especially like these three really, because I feel like I need to use some of them multiple times, but it's just not working out right now. And we definitely know we can't open them multiple times because this. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the idea I had was, so if you look back at this, is I had purple, pink, black, and blue, quote-unquote, guaranteed. Now, I'm starting to have my doubts about pink, and here's why. So, if you look here, we need 15 pink exactly to open that. Now, if you look here, there is something that just gives us 30 of something. And then I was like, hold up, that's twice 15. What if we use this? And then double this? And then... yeah. In fact, I already wrote that down. Get 30 pink, do this lock twice. Wasn't a new idea. Wow. But yeah, that was an idea I was reconsidering. I also said, okay, use double blast door to make -58 purple, but then you have to sign flip it, which you could use this, potentially? Who knows? Okay. Yeah. So I wrote down in my notes, yeah, black absolutely need to set it. So with setting, I mean like going to here, to this gray area, and just setting it to whatever key count you need, which in this case is -400. Yeah. Then in terms of pure, for this, we need 2 pure, right? Now, here's the thing. If you look at the locks here, you could either get negative pure, no pure, negative pure, positive 30 pure, which is way too much. Yeah, no, it wouldn't work. I guess, wait, if you got positive 30 pure... no, but you would also just not be able to leave. So, like, this is the only one that can actually influence pure here, and it's because of this. And it's -1 pure. So, like, that doesn't help. So, if we absolutely need to get 2 pure, then this has to be pure. That's basically the only option. So, then green has to be the one that we get through other means. So yeah, either we get this and then get one more, which I've tried many ways to do that, and I can't figure anything out that works reliably. Except setting it, but setting it... It's an option, but I don't think it's the right option. So yeah, then... I wrote down some options here for purple and for blue. So I wrote down... I'm probably going to include these notes in the description as well if I don't forget. But purple option A is to... okay, I think that's a bit on the loud side. Let's just make that a bit quieter. There we go. So yeah, purple option... Oops. I accidentally typed a link into my notes. Okay, there we go. Purple option A. Set at 55, open 44 and 2. So why that? So if we were to set this at 55, which we can do, you know, then we open those two, we have 9 left. And 9 was kind of a magic number, because if we do this then, but we have purple on the inside, we get -9 green, get this sign flip, and we're good for this one. But you will notice we have, you know, not the right number of purple at this point. And we have 9, and here we need 12. But then I was thinking about what if you make this, but as I'll say in a sec, we need to make this brown. So this won't work. Alright, so that option A is out. So I'll just write no next to it. Then I also said purple option B is, okay, you do set purple to 58. And you do blue option B, which I wrote this down here. I said, you know, 112 blue is like a very specific number. So I just calculated, you know, when I was on the commute that I was on, I just calculated, like, I just went to my phone calculator and was just like, okay, 112 divided by 2, oh, 56, oh, wait, but that's close to like what we have for purple, right? So like if I were to get 58 and then do it times 2, okay, but then we have too many and we can't really get rid of those. Okay, but then what if we, this was the idea that I had. So what if we get 58 purple, we then open specifically this lock, because why are they separate? They have to be separate for a reason, you know? It's like these orange keys. Why are they separate? I mean, I know why this -7 is separate from the positives, but I don't know why these two are separate. Anyway, purple 2. So we get the purple 2. So we get 50. We set 58 in the gray area. We get the 2 lock. So we now get 56. We go up here. We use this one. And now you're thinking, wait, that doesn't work, right? We need that at the end. I'm not so sure about that. I think this is bait. I think we actually can get away with not having this at the end. So then we say, okay, we get, what was it again? There's something else I'm just considering. Hold up. What if you get master keys from these, but then immediately use them? Now you can still leave here. Interesting. Pure wouldn't be really useful, I think, but master keys could be very useful here. Hold up. Yeah, hold up. That is an option to consider, holy. Okay, definitely an option to consider. Anyway, so 56, right? Then if you do that twice, which I just realized you could also double up this one, if that is an option. Then we could do that, yeah. 56, and then, okay, then you do that. This lock will take away whichever one of these you use, this one once or this one twice. You get -112 blue. You do that first, right? You do that first. Then you go out. You go all the way around. You get these, and now you had 0 blue. So now we're good on blue. You know, that's the idea. And that only involves one set. We only need to set purple in that case. Okay. Now pink, Yeah, pink. Okay, here's something really interesting though. If we were to, hold on. If we were to, let's say, open this and get master keys from it, it will be negative master keys. It will be a lot of negative master keys, in fact. What we could then do, I can't speak anymore. What we could then do is double this one up, and let's say the inside of this is purple and the outside of this is glitch, right? We could then open this to make the last color we open be blue, and then we can get the necessary blue that I was talking about. If this is glitch, then what we could also do, and this is the thing I talked about earlier about the top left lock being bait. I don't think you want to use both of these. I think that's bait. It's like, oh, you get the perfect amount that if you use these two and use the top left lock, you get -1111 cyan, and then you use this. You still need to use this. There's no way to get imaginary cyan otherwise. But this is a big but. Like, you could also just get these, not worry about them, go to the setter, have pure starred beforehand, and then just set purple to 1111. Alright, so you set purple to what you need for cyan, then you go over here, open this one. That is an option. And it's also with purple on the inside, so I don't need to change that. That's good. That's actually really good. Could we even do that with green? Maybe we could even do that with green. Hold on. Let's see. Because green is still the only issue then. If we could solve green, I think we've solved like the entire level. So this is a okay. This is not something I wrote down in my options. I just wrote down like do, you know, double up or like use this one. But now that I'm looking at it, you could just double this one up. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should just say what the other option was for blue, but I'm pretty sure it's not correct. The other option for blue is get 112 blue. You can't star it right now because we already established this kinda. You can't star anything while you're still doing this area. And the reason for that is we know that we need to star something at the end. Okay. This is an important thing, so I'll just repeat it. So we know that we need to star at least one thing at the end. Maybe even white. We don't know. My voice is cracking, that's certain. Alright. But we know that if we get one star, then we can't star anything else unless we also get pure. Because we only have one of these. So okay, so here are the options. Either we star one thing, or we star pure and then star that thing. Now, let's say hypothetically, yes, I'm sounding like Ben Shapiro, that we were to star blue while we're doing this. Well, then we have two things starred. So we have two things starred, which means the other one needs to be pure. And we need to do that first. We need to star pure before anything else, if we do that. Now, the problem with that is we can't start pure until we've beaten this whole area, basically, because we need to get the 550 pure and open this before we start pure. Because otherwise it will not work out. If we start pure before that, we won't be able to get to 550. You can think about why that is. It's pretty obvious. So that doesn't work. So starring blue does not work. That was basically the gist of that. Okay, so you get 112 blue, right? Then you get brown keys, which is from here, but you will have already gotten these at this point. So it's kind of, it doesn't really work out the way I wanted it to. Then make the blue lock brown. Wait, blue lock, what? What do you mean blue lock? It's not blue lock. Oh, yeah, no. I remember what I was thinking. I was thinking of using this and like setting blue to -1 and then opening this and like preserving the blue color basically. But I'm pretty sure that's not an option. The thing is, it is something we haven't considered yet. And now I want to finally talk about brown, because I think that's the last thing I haven't mentioned yet. Brown, right? Why do we know we need brown? Well, it's kind of like with red. We know that we need red because we need to open... Well, we don't know that we need to open this, but we definitely need to open this. So we know that we need red. So then everything else follows for red, like this, and the fact that you have to get this. All of that follows from the fact that we really need red to open this. Now the same can be said about brown. We know that it's not possible to go through here backwards, because we only get this once. So we have to, when we want to go back, which we have to do, definitely, we're gonna have to go through here. So we go from the left side, we make this brown. We also at the same time have to make this brown. We also know that we have to do that. So we definitely need one brown. But now, look at what we have here. Is there anything here that's brown, inherently? No. There are some glitch keys, which I'll get to in a sec, but there's nothing else. Alright, then look up here. Could we get any brown and leave? No, because 0 brown. Starring, well, if it's already 0, then we can't make it not 0. Again, here we could make the last lock we opened brown, but then we have this problem. Or sorry, no, that is actually what you do, my bad. No, what I wanted to say is this part. We cannot make brown here. First of all, we would need brown to even enter, but supposing that was an option, then you could set brown, okay, but then you can't leave anyway. So really, there is no way elsewhere in the level to make brown. So, we know that we need it. We know that the -90s and the -99 cannot be brown. So what else can be brown? Well, it's this or this. One of these two. And now I'm already like 99% sure that this is pure. In fact, we already did like the whole deduction for that there's really no other option. So this has to be pure. Right, I'll just make it that color. So that leaves only this. So it's purely from a process of elimination that we've deduced that because we need brown, and because there's no other way to make brown, this needs to be brown. Now, that imposes a major restriction. Let's see, I didn't write this down, I think. Yeah, no, but I did write it down for blue, what my idea was earlier, and I think I can just reason through what it would be for brown. So let's see, so if we have 3 brown, well, we can't, like, we don't want to get this, first of all. I mean, we could get the 0 brown and then open it, but we actually want this because we want to set purple later. So just setting it to brown would be kind of a waste. We don't need to do anything else with brown once we're done with this. So just having this would be a waste. So we don't want to... So we basically don't want to proceed anywhere further without brown. In fact, we can't. There's this here. Okay. So that being said, what do we do then? Well, you get the 3 brown. What was it again? Yeah, so you get 3 brown. Now, because you have positive brown, you can make this brown and make this brown. Now, brown's job is done, basically. So now we just need to get to 0 brown so we can actually proceed. Or negative brown, that could also work. So, think about it. We don't really have any sign flips for brown. Potentially this. But I think we're gonna need that for green. But we do have this sign flip at home, you know? And we could make that brown. So here's the game plan. We open a lock that has a 2 on it, which is either this, but I already said, like, we need that for the blue strategy and the purple strategy, or this. This one I think would work. I said for the ending. I don't know. I think we might not actually need it for the ending. Who knows? But yeah, we open this up. Then we have 1. We can make this brown. I mean, it already is brown, but we can preserve the fact that it's brown, which is a bit weird, but it is just how it's going to be. Then we can go over here and sign flip at home. So we have -1 brown. That's good. What we can then do is... well, we can basically do other stuff now. We have a bit more freedom. We're not going to accidentally make stuff brown. And what we then do when we're done with brown, when we actually want to go through here, is we... okay, so now the last lock we opened has to be not brown, importantly. Because we have -1 brown, we're not going to be able to go through here. So the last lock we open has to be something else. Where we still have 1 left, at least. So then we can go through here. We then unbrown this. And then this will still, if you recall, we preserved it to be brown. So that's the weird part. We made it brown to preserve it being brown. And then open that. If we hadn't preserved it, it would just be the same color as this, which will not work. So yeah, we absolutely need to preserve this. I already deduced earlier, in an earlier recording, that because you have 1 and here you have -1, you definitely need to preserve whatever this is and make sure they're different. But I did not realize it was brown. That's something I realized while on the commute. So yeah, I know I'm presenting a lot of information here. I mean, I think the main point that I realized while doing this is like this whole thing with the doubling, which I'm pretty sure is correct. It would solve it would solve every problem I've had so far that I couldn't figure out when on the commute. So I think we're actually almost good. I think there's just one thing I need to figure out now, and that's green. Let me first write down what I've deduced about brown. So this needs to be brown, right? This, no siree, just get this. Preserve brown. Yep. Yeah, so it's option A of these two, by the way. I said master key, but yeah, that's indeed stupid. There's no reason why you would want to do that. But you know, it was still early into the level when I wrote that down, so cut me some slack. I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I still don't know what I'm doing. But we're almost there. So now I just gotta think about specifically how many times I need to double everything up here. So we know for a fact that... Okay, here's an interesting bit of logic. Which one of these two do you think is going to give us green? And don't look at the fact that this is green on the outside. We can make any of these like any color we want. Which one of these two is going to give us the green that we need? Well, it can actually only be this one. And the reason for that is parity. Alright? Think about it. We need at least 5 green to open this. Now, it's at least 5 green, so that actually doesn't tell us anything. But we get -5, and then we need to have 0. That is important. That is a parity condition. So that means that whatever we have here must be odd. And in fact, I think it's just going to be 5. Exactly. That will make the most sense. So, okay, let's say this is 5. Okay, it's odd. Well then, okay, it could be like -9 if you combine it with this stuff. Either way, it's odd. How are you gonna get from 0 to an odd number if you do 2 of these that are the same? And now I've just realized they could also be different, so that doesn't work. Ugh, damn. Okay, no, actually, yeah, no. Okay, but good thing I went through the reasoning. So yeah, it could also be different. One of them could be even, one of them could be odd. And then you could also use that one. Yeah. Okay. I definitely want to write down the thing I figured out about master keys, so you can get negative master keys in here and use them immediately. Then you can still leave. So yeah. Get negative master keys from one of the 2 left locks. I don't know which one yet. Then use it to double the rest. Okay, I did mention how in the scenario I proposed earlier, this was like purple on the inside each time and this was glitch. Maybe that's something interesting. Because if we were to then get green from that, we would have to have 9 purple. Which... Yeah, it doesn't really work, actually. Okay, so maybe I do use this one. We're definitely getting onto something here. It's something important. Okay, let's think back to how let's think back to what we need to set here. Okay, I'm certain of black. I'm certain of purple. Blue, not certain anymore. Pink, not certain anymore. So that actually leaves more options now. Potentially in here. So yeah, I'll just write down the numbers as well. So 58, and then black needs to be -400. And then possibly in here. So blue could also do 58 times 2 in top left. Or sorry, 56 times 2. Top left. And then green just need +1 then. Okay, I'm gonna make the music a bit louder now because this one's always a bit quiet. There we go. Ah, oh, damn it, I lost the note again. Really now. I don't like that if you click off the game, it just removes the note. I keep forgetting it. Black, -400. Purple, 58. Potentially in here. Blue could also be 56 times 2 in top left. Pink could also be -30, or so sorry, +30. And then times 2 the 15 lock. And then we also have green, like +1 needed. So yeah, one of these three I think will be it. Because nothing else really is useful, I think. But yeah. It's good that we at least have that deduced. I'm not 100% sure that purple is in there, but it feels like you get so much value out of purple. And in combination with blue, it feels like that has to be what you do. Because I've tried many times to like make this stuff work otherwise, and it just doesn't really work out. Like, you just don't have enough locks. So like with the extra thing about master keys, I think we're gonna get there. Okay, let's see now. Let's go over the options, I guess. Green... Actually, green would be best, I think. Because I had a problem here with green that I couldn't fix. And I think if we do... Hold up. I think if we... Yeah, the other two can be really easily solved. So I think that actually is just it. I think that is just what you want to do. Okay, so... let me show the game plan, alright? It's not 100% sure, but it's like I'm 99% sure, because otherwise there's no way all of these numbers line up this perfectly. And like, it's very unintuitive as well. I'm not doing this off logic, I'm doing it off how unintuitive it was to come by. I don't know, that's not the best line of reasoning, I guess, but whatever. So, the game plan. Use this to get negative master keys. This is purple on the inside. Use it to get blue. Use it to get... well, blue again. Yeah, you do it twice. So yeah, that's why you have to double this a few times. This one, you use to get more cyan the first time. And the second time, you use it to get more pink. So this will also be a glitch on the outside. This blue will help this be blue on the outside, because we'll open this and then... okay. So I think we need to go in here the first time and open this and this. Right? Because... then we can get our negative master keys and just make the rest possible. And also we can get our 30 cyan. That's not guaranteed, though. I think what is guaranteed is that we have to open this with our first 20 cyan. Also, if you're wondering about starring cyan, it's not an option. It's just not an option. I think we deduced that last time. Because like... if we were to star cyan, okay, yes, we can unstar, but we would just lose access to this setting part, and it would just not work. I think, yeah. We could also not open this. I mean, we could open it earlier, but. And in fact, we could never get this, then, if we were to star cyan. Oh yeah, no. Sorry. No, I forgot the line of reasoning. You cannot star cyan, I'm sure. Because, again, if... okay, If it was after doing this section, after doing this orange section, then, well, it's not useful anymore because that's where you need to use most of these locks. If it's before the, like, during the orange section, then you have the same issue with, the same issue as I described with not being able to star blue, because you already have one other star, you get 2 stars now, you need to star pure as well, but then pure needs to happen first, so it also needs to happen during this, which is not possible. Alright, so you cannot star cyan, if you're wondering. Okay, so that means we need to get 30 from here. It's the only other option. Okay. So, let's see. So then this needs to be one of the ones we open first, and then I don't know which other one we open first. You might think it has to be this one, but I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure about that. Yeah. Oh, also something I realized like immediately after ending the recording last time is that this is just wrong. Like, I said blank is only useful if the outside is stone or orange. That's just not true. So the reason why I was thinking that is because, well, if you open a blank lock and then you want to leave, you need some non-zero amount, so like it wouldn't work. But inside and outside, I conflated the two for a sec. If I were to make this blue on the outside, but I actually have... This is just hypothetical. This is not the actual thing. But if I were to hypothetically make this blue on the outside, and I were to have like a non-zero amount of blue, I could still make the inside something that I have 0 of. Like, I don't know, pure. Actually would work perfectly. That would work every time. So yeah, if you make this pure on the inside, and then the outside is literally any color that isn't 0, then you can make the last lock you opened be 0, you can still leave, and it would just work. Now, I don't think you want to leave. I think you actually want to use this and get your blue. Yeah. Okay, but that just means that this is wrong. So, but I think, yeah, I think I definitely want to have this be pure on the inside. Yeah, that kind of guarantees that it'll work. Yeah. Alright. So... inside, no harm in making it pure, except possibly brown. That's the only thing, but like, doesn't really matter. And then outside, any color you want, basically. Except brown. So that's for this blank lock. Actually, here's another interesting thing. You can come in here at most twice, except if orange is starred. So I feel like we do need to have orange starred. Which means it's not gonna be master for this part. I mean, we could have both starred, but I doubt it. So that means we do need to have white starred as well. Which means we actually know what keys need to be starred. It's pure, white, and orange. Yeah. I might just write that down, honestly. So, if orange starred and not master, stars are pure, orange, white. Same for stone, stars are stone. Wait, stone, let me think. Stone, sorry, pure stone, white. Seems unlikely because of top left. And then also, if master, then no white. Well, no white needed. Could still be. Alright. That's like that part. Okay. You know, at this point, with the amount of different colors I have, I'm probably making a lot of different flags here. This is probably something. This is probably something. Who knows? I can't think of anything. Alright. I will put a 1 here, because we definitely need to open this as one of the first ones. And then the other one I don't know. But this is definitely the first one you get. Just this. Not this, but just this. I'll put a 2 and a question mark here just so I know that I'm not sure about the second one yet. And then in terms of which ones I actually open here, I'm not sure either. I mean, I know I want to get this and make a Beatmaster. I think at this point I've figured out enough that I can try and make some salvages happen. Or like, I don't know what I'm talking about. We can go over here and do this. So this is that. I don't know about the inside colors yet. We'll just keep it at that for now. I mean, it could also be the other one. I don't know. Whatever. So this is a glitch, and then the inside is purple. This, I think, is glitch on the outside. This, I'm just gonna make the inside pure, just to be sure. And then this, pure on the outside. And then, I don't know what the inside will be. We'll just keep it that red for now. I think that's something that will come up when we're actually solving it in full. Okay, but I think I have a game plan now. And that's good. I think we can try solving it and see how far we get. Alright, this is gonna take a while. How long have I been going for? Okay, we've done 1 hour of reasoning. Yeah. So I think that's fine. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to figure out anything important today, so hey, that's good. We did figure out something important. Let's see. Yeah, we don't know about orange yet. I don't know, man. I mean, does it hurt to get this? It could. Could hurt. Could hurt massively. You could also get this on it. I'm just thinking about it. Get that, and then you get -18, which... No. You don't actually want to get that yet. You could... You might want to get this already. I don't know. What was my other plan before? Let's see. Where's the middle of this? Bro, I need to... there we go. Okay. Option for orange, -12. Open -10. Go to top, get 1 orange, leave immediately. Get to 36 orange, open blank. Get other 20 orange. And there are too many options. I'm just gonna not get it for now. I'll probably regret it. Who knows? Alright. Okay, we go down, we get this. Actually, one interesting thing is... This is now cheesable. In like a profound way. Yeah. Hold up. Okay, so we don't actually... Do we actually need... Hold up. We don't actually need 0 white at any other point. So yeah, this is just cheesable now. Which is... I'm saying cheesable. I mean, it's probably the solution, but you know what I mean when I say that. It's like... The expectancy is that you open all of these. Or that you get 0 of all of these, but it's probably just cheesable. Anyway. Yeah, that is just good. That just gives us more options. If we can do that. Okay. Anyway. So I think game plan now is just to get this. Get this. But I don't think there's any harm in opening this already. We get -2 now. Yeah. I want to be able to open that 16 as early as possible. Okay, I think that might also be a bit loud. Just... Okay, so I wanna go up here and get just 1 orange key. Don't think we want to do anything else in there for now. So using that and then this, we can get this and then open that. That's all as usual. Now we could unstar red and do stuff with that. And there's no reason not to do it right now, I think. So let's just do it right now, you know? Yeah. Okay. So, we get that. We get this. Now it doesn't matter if we get 0 red or not. It literally does not matter. Could be 1, could be 0. Alright. Let's see. So... I think what we do now is go up here, get this, get that, and open up this. I think that's just good stuff to do, you know? And then maybe just open these for good measure, just so we have that. Alright, then open up this. This is actually important. Then we open up that one. Let's see. So now I have four of those. I could go back to 1 and then get the negatives and stuff like that. Yeah. I think we're also at 0 purple. Interesting. Do I get 1 purple here and then... I think we do. I think we do. Ah, I see, but we can't set it yet until we've done the other parts. So we do need to go up first and get our cyan to 0. And we're at 0 pink right now, so... Yeah, I think I just don't want to get that blast door. That's all. Alright, then... Oh wait, we're still at 40. Orange. Good thing I checked. Yeah, we need to open this. Yes, okay. I think so far I haven't made any major mistakes. Doesn't feel like it. Okay, we get that. Open that. Okay, we could now get 0 pure. Okay, so I know for a fact that I want to open this. I don't know what else to open. I think it might honestly be this. I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing, and I need to get it to 0. That I do know. Is there anything I can do already that, like, helps? The -1 pure isn't gonna help right now. Wanna do that later. I think this could be the most useful, besides that. Yeah. Anyway, we'll just do that for now. I don't know. Okay, my brain just turned to dust for a sec. Oh, we have 0 of these, so that doesn't work. I guess you... No? Wait. Guess we could just get this. That's a waste. It's definitely a waste to do that. This is definitely a waste, but I'm just doing it for testing purposes. Remember to keep your eyes on the invariants. If you don't, then mathematicians can't write a paper about the puzzles you're solving. True. Well, not a lot is invariant here. I guess the fact that you need to get... you need to unstore rand. No, that's not really what they mean by invariant at all. Anyway, we can set things now. That's good. Do we want to do that already? I think I made a mistake by just coming there. Going there, sorry, that sounds wrong. I'm sorry. I already said sorry, but whatever. Yeah, no, I think we would just want to get 1 orange and, like, that's it. I think we just want to leave. And then we get Cure to be the last lock we opened. Yeah, this is fine. I'm probably gonna get copyright claims on some of these. Who cares, man? I'll just... I mean, I can't really mute the audio. I mean, I have a recording where it's, like, separate anyway. So if I upload it to YouTube and I have to mute a section of the video, I'll just re-upload it without the audio track. But then you can still hear my voice in the game, with the game sounds. Anyway. I think we get this now. Alright, we need 1 more green. So I think we can now go here and get that. Problem is we can't, because we need to open the science. Right, yeah. Okay, we have -5 of those. If we go in there, we get 1 again. So actually what I did earlier, I did want to do that. Yeah. Hold up. So we don't want to do this. We actually just want to go... And I think I backtracked one too many stops, but whatever. I think we just actually go in here and then open 2 of these. So, open that one and then open... Here's the problem, it just... If I open that, I mean I have 0 blue, so it doesn't actually work. Whichever one of these I open is gonna be a waste. Except if I already do the master keys now. That could be an option. If I make... Yeah... Hold up. Yeah. If I open 2 of these... And they have... I need -30 of something. That's the problem. Can I get -30 of anything? I could get -30 purple, but then I need negative. No, but I think that's fine actually. I get -20 and then get those other 2, and then I do have negative enough. Yeah? Yeah. So then I don't wanna get the -20 purple yet. Okay. Interesting. Well, I did get it quite late now, I guess. Yeah. I think I already messed up. We're just gonna go from the start. Maybe I didn't mess up, who knows. So I think we get that. Then we don't go back there, basically, for now. And then we go over here. We... let's see. We could open that 16 right now. That's fine. Yeah, that actually works out. Okay, then we need to set this to 1 for later. Then we can also open that stuff. Okay, I think I want to unstar red now. Already. Okay. Get that. Bam. Bam. I'll just get this for good measure. I think now we set orange to 1. So go back out. We set orange to 1. Okay, now we go back in. We get you 2. I get that. We're at 0 orange. So I could also open a blank lock if I wanted to, but I don't. I can't. So there's that. I could get this -12. And then open this. And then get 0. In fact, I need to do it the other way around. Yeah. Need to get 1 orange now, and then get the -12, and then it works out. Again, orange is just something that changes each time. Oh yeah, wait. That doesn't work. I guess we need to open, like, literally anything else first. Yeah, that works. Pink out here saving the run. Alright, so 1 orange. Get -12. Get -11. Open this. Open that. Okay. In fact, I don't even need to open that yet. I can wait. Maybe I'll need it or something. Who knows? Okay, then we want to get to a lot of negative purple. Right? We want to get that... If we get this, we're actually a bit screwed, I think. Although, no, wait, we're not, because if I get this, then we're at 10, which is just enough to open that. So that's good. I think that's actually perfect, yeah. Okay, so now what we can do is go over here, realize I don't have the right thing salvaged at the moment to make this work, but whatever. It's fine. It's all good. So yeah, get that, you get this, you then get 30 cyan, so just pretend I did, and then bam, bam, bam. And then you can also get your master keys and double these. Right. Actually, one other thing I thought about. I think setting this to stone is safer than pure, because I also may need to double this. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, but game plan has been acquired. Game plan number 2 or something, I don't know. Burp, burp, burp. Inside is purple. This is that. That is that. I'll just make this stone, I guess. I'll probably regret it. Who knows? Okay, back into the Kina masterpiece we go. Alright. Grab these keys. Go out. Get your 1 pure key. Go in here. Get -8. That's all good. Get this. Can already do that. Doesn't matter. Oh, we don't want to get that. We can open this. We can now get red. Anything else I need to do? Wait, why do I have 14? Oh yeah, no, that works. Yeah. This is the good music for thinking. Maybe not the right music for me doing a lot of stuff right now. This music would have been perfect like an hour ago. You know? Oh well. Can't have it all. Alright, we need to go in and get 1 orange now. Not that, just that. Okay. 40 golf, let's go. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what the playlist is, I'll probably forget to put this in the description, but just send me a message or just comment under the video. I will send you the playlist that I use for these. It's an offline playlist, but like I also have all of them on YouTube. Like I have like basically I just add stuff to a playlist on YouTube, and then periodically I will just download those so I can access them offline, so I can put them in the stream playlist, because that one is offline. Anyway, get that. That's good. Great. Perfect. -11. Get that. Actually, wait. -11. Oh no, we wanted to get this first. Yeah. Okay, we don't get that yet. We go over here. Get one. Get one, I said. And then this works out perfectly. Bam. Right, now we need these. Also, don't forget to do this. I'll just open this, I don't think it matters. Alright, I think now is time to put our plan into action in terms of this part. So we get these two. I get 30 cyan. We get that, we get that, we get that. Just realized this doesn't work. This needs to be white. This needs to be white. And we can get a lot of master keys. Okay, just pretend I got a lot of master keys. Then we can also make sure that this is doubled still. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't want to exit out of the level once more to just set that, but... So yeah, we can already do some manipulations and get... let's see. Don't know what we would actually get. Right. Guess you could already go for the... No, not quite. You don't want to get the pink stuff quite yet. Either way, I think you can make this work now. I think, yeah, you can make this blank lock be whatever you want on the outside, that you have one of, like, pink. And then it works. So yeah, let's just assume that this is pink. Okay. My bad. Alright, then you go back through here. You get your one thing here. Oh, yeah, right. This doesn't work. Okay, yeah, this is the only thing that works right now. It's gonna screw us over later, but don't worry about that for now, okay? I messed up with my salvages. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I think we can open this now. Doesn't matter. Okay, at this point we could go back up and get our amount of pink that we need. Which I just realized, why do you get a -2 pink there? Oh, no, you don't set pink right now. Right. You get this, you get pure now. Okay, 4. Get to 5. I know this is a waste. Actually, you also need to make green the outside color, I just realized. Oh, that sucks. Kinda sucks, yeah. Kinda sucks balls. Oh, I guess... No, I know a way to fix this. That fixes actually like every problem we've had. Hold on. Yeah, no, I think I know. Alright, not sure if this is exactly gonna be it, but it's definitely gonna be an option that gives us options, you know? So we do that, we do that. This is gonna be green on the outside for now. And this is just what it is. Alright, one more time, hopefully. I know it looks like I'm trying a lot of options, but I'm actually reasoning through it, don't worry. Like, each attempt I am learning another strategy that doesn't work and how to make it work. Yeah, get that. We can already immediately get that and that. Also this. Also this. And then that. Now we get our unstar. Oops. Yeah, we can get both of those. Yes, get that. Then go up. Get 1. No, just 1. Just 1. In fact, we might even not want to go up here, actually. It doesn't really matter. Hold up. If we just get this. 39. Okay. And now we're at 3. Okay. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay, now it's set to 1. Yeah, orange has like a lot of options. So... like, I don't even think the order always matters 100%. Definitely matters to some extent, of course, but not 100%. Alright. Oh, actually, I think I want to get this one, in fact. Hold on. Yeah. Then also get that. Okay. I think at this point we... yeah, just go for it. So we get that. Yep. Alright. Bam, bam, bam. Oh. It's actually kind of funny. I find it kind of funny. Kind of sad. The dreams of reaching down the best I've ever had. Anyway. I think we can double these up now. We have negative 19 of these, yeah. Average, average. We'll just double these all up. Some amount. We need this right now. So we can leave, yes. In fact, we don't need that right now, I just... Come up. You know what, I'm just gonna... Oh, wait. Yeah. Now we get this. So... Now we can... do stuff. We actually can do stuff now. I just realized we have 10 white. That's interesting. If this were to have been something else, this were to have been white, then we would have had -10 green, which actually doesn't work, never mind. Although it could have worked with this in combination with this. No, but you can't double this, so it's all good. It's all fine. I think we did the right thing. So now we go over here, get literally 1 extra green. Yep, that's all we needed to be here for. And now we can actually solve the pure situation. So now we go over here, get that. Now these 2 paths are now finally completely open to the public. Need to make that pure. So we go back up. Bam. Okay, get a second pure. A second pure has just hit the key count. Bam! Alright. Brown. We need brown now. Alright, so we go back up. We get brown. Let's hope this actually works. Yeah, we can't go in here anymore. I just realized that might be a problem. Maybe not. Let's see, what other things did I write down here as needing to go in here? Red, pure, black, blue. Blue is okay. Blue is not okay, I just realized. Oh, frick. Blue is not okay. Oh, frick. We were really close. We were really close. But it's not gonna be it. Anyway, we get that. We do this, preserve this, that's tight, okay. Then we get the -1. Now we don't want to get that right now because it's not even gonna work. We need a 0 VQ. Alright, now I can set purple to 58. Yeah. I can also get this for good measure. Oh, right, but I don't have... Hold on. I must stop with pink. Alright. I think we're already screwed with blue. That I need to get that, but we'll just keep going for now with what I'm doing. But I must stop with pink. We needed to not get one of them. That one, yes. That one, no. Yeah. Okay, so in fact it's 1, 2, 3. Like that. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I forgot to get the green. Good job, me. Good job, me. Yeah, no. Okay. Stupid mistake. Rookie mistake, honestly. Alright, so we go here, we get you. Yo. Banger. See, this is way better than the the freaking song that plays here by default. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, I just realized. Oh, that sucks actually, hold up. I think we want to get green from here, possibly. Yeah, there's definitely something about the top area that I've not done correctly, I feel. But we'll just discover it together, you know? What was the goal again? It was pure. Did I mess up again? I think I messed up again. Oh my god! Come on, man. Because now the last lock I opened was pure. No, I need to have it be green, which I just went up there for. I didn't know why I didn't do that immediately. Yeah, I should have gone here like now. That was a stupid... I did a stupid there. Alright, good. Now we're good again. This is probably gonna get copyright claimed, I just joking. Whatever. I don't even know. There's probably a couple of things. Anyway, Bran. Really now? Okay. Bro. This is just... this is a precision platformer now, like what the hell? Nice. Okay. I could have probably made my life easier by doing it differently, but... Okay. I just realized I need to actually use the brown. There we go. And then... Bam. Alright. Good. Ugh. No. Bro, what the hell? This is harder than Dark Souls, man. What is this nonsense? Bro, this is actually the most frustrating part of the game so far. What the hell is going on here? Come on. Actually, what the hell? Come on. Yes, finally. Oh. Oh my god, I undid my... Just out of habit. I undid. No. Oh my god, please. There's no way that this is what you're supposed to do. I don't know, that's not logic, that's just a gut feeling. Like, the developer would never make you do that, you know? Anyway, you get that. I'm at -1 right now. I could sign flip. What if the one we needed to sign flip was just something else all along? Like, what if it was just purple all along? Oh. It totally is. It totally just is purple. Oh my god. What is bro doing? What is bro doing? I could have just done this the whole time. Yeah. I don't even need to get that sign flip. Oh my god, what am I doing? Wow, I just wasted like the last 10 minutes of my life just doing stuff, just doing the entire level again, even though it was not necessary. Okay, we do need to, oh no wait, yeah, we do need to set purple. No, actually, okay, no, you do need to do this, I think. Because there's nothing else that is... Yeah, no. No. That's funny. If you stay in here, you just get locked in jail. Okay, so you gotta stay just in the... Just like in the door like that, and then you can get out. Alright, now we're at 0 brown again. Now everything is good. Everything is perfectly normal. And I just realized I can't set purple anymore. Well, that sucks. We already got the -5 of that. I guess I could go that purple now. There's no harm in... Yeah, no, there's no reason... There is a reason not to do that. No, never mind. What do you use for this? I mean, white doesn't work, because I don't... I guess orange? No, but it's negative. Like... Oh? Oh? Is this actually the point where we get stuck? Like, this feels like such a trivial point to get stuck on. But it is just the point we get stuck on, I feel. No, there is one other option. Hold up. It's not that. Just realized, because I have 0. Yeah, no. What if I do get the, this one? Then I'm still screwed, but like... I don't know. Is there any point at which... Oh, I got an idea. Hold on. I think I can still make it work with what I have right now. I just need to... Okay, we're gonna have to go back a bit. Yeah, right to there. Okay, so I just got my 5 green. We can't go down there. But what I can do is get this, open this, sign flip, and get this. Okay. In fact, we can do that at any point now. So that's good. That's good. Yes, that's very good. Okay. Right. So I think now we can do what we were doing before. Okay, that was a bit of a specific order there, but I think it's fine now. Again, I already feel like we're a bit screwed because we're gonna have to use one of these areas one too many times, but I feel like we're close now. I feel like we're very close now. Much closer than last time. Okay, get the pure. A second pure has hit the key count a second time. Alright, Bran. Yeah. I feel like Bran, Red, and Pure definitely have to be like in here. Otherwise it doesn't really work out. Guess Red could potentially not be that. I guess it could be. No, actually no. No, doesn't work. Okay. So now we get Bran. Alright. And now we... Let's see. So we get this. I preserve this. I go up here, which is again gonna be freaking precise. Oh yeah, don't forget to get these two, because that's the whole point of us getting Bran. Okay, and now we need to freaking go through this gap again. I really needed to get the other one first, I think. This just feels wrong. Oh well. The consequences of my actions. Okay, at least it's not as precise with the pink, so it's all good. Because the pink's gone. Oh my god, I undid again. Ugh. Stop doing that. Okay. Good. -1. I can now get this. And actually, can I set purple now? No, I can set it later, it doesn't matter right now. Wait, what's... just want to check something. What's 50... No, we need 56 now. 56 minus 48 divided by 2. 24... No, okay. I was just thinking maybe we don't need to set purple, but I think we still do. Okay. As long as I don't get stuck in jail, then we can actually get rid of our Bran now. Nice. Good, we're at 0 Bran. And we've done everything we needed to with Bran. Okay, I think we can... Actually, we first need to set purple? No. No, wait. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused again. You do actually, in fact, do this. There we go. So, now, you get rid of your pink, which I'm gonna do with... Wait, which one of the two? We already went here once with green. I'm gonna use this one. Yeah. Okay, now it can set purple. Okay, it only took me 5 million years. But now I can set purple. Just realized the inside of this one is that... That's problematic, actually. Maybe I do go here. I think we're screwed. But like... Maybe we're fine. No, I think we do get this. Okay, 56. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sign flip. 1, 2, sign flip again. Okay, so now we can get this if we want to, and we can get that other one. Okay, we can get this now. -1. 7. I needed to have 0 at some point. Okay, well, I messed up with orange, but just pretend that it did work. Did I at any point have 0 orange? Oh wait, I think I just refused to open this lock, maybe. Wasn't it that? Yeah, in that case we're fine. Okay, so you can open this and you can open this. I think that's not a problem. We can open this and get exactly 0. Also, I just realized I forgot to cheese this one, but you can do that. Yeah. Okay. That's all okay. Now, we're at 12 purple. I did not want that, in fact. We wanted just 56 purple. Okay, so in fact we just get, I think, this, and then, yeah, again, I messed up with orange. It's all good. It's all fine. Why, indeed. White, indeed. Wait, did I set it to -56? Oh. Oops. Oh yeah, I didn't get the sign. That's why. I wanted to save time, but in fact I lost time. Yeah, it's all good, I think. I think I did this wrong as well. Oh well. Yeah, in fact. Okay, this is the last time we can come in here on this like normal route. I think in terms of pure, we don't need to do anything else. Actually, we do need to go into some of these areas. Okay, yeah, we need to set black already before we go in here. We also need to... Once we exit, yeah, blue needs to be in order. I think it's fine. Okay, pretend this was blue, which it isn't, but just pretend it is. In that case, we could get that. And then, okay, just watch the green key count. Pretend that's blue. And then we're like, oh, yay, that's so cool, we got that. And then, I don't know what you do with this stuff. I think you want to set black way earlier than you think. Yeah, I think before you even get brown and then stuff like that. And then you could get -30 black and then do this. Instead of -30 purple, which I'm stuck at right now. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't really know. Okay, but then you also get the -1 pure, which we're gonna need. Okay. You can now get all of these, except you can't. There's still a lot of stuff that I'm doing wrong here now. I'm thinking of it. Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff that is wrong here. Okay, well, we can't go through here. Just pretend we could get this and like that and then that and then pink. Can we still set pink? We can. Yeah. We can just set pink. Okay, so you set pink. You get all this. I think it should be fine, except for the fact that it's not. Because we can only go in here so many times. Yeah, that -1 pure is really being annoying right now. Here's another thing I've been thinking about. Like, why is this... Wait. Oh yeah, why is this glitch one here anyway? Because... there's no use to it, right? There's no point in it. I don't think it has a reason to be there. Because either it's just doing one that you've literally just done already, again, or it's... hold on. Yeah, or it's just you have to do it with Bran, but then you can't get Bran in here anyway. So yeah, there's no point in having that. I think this one just useless. Then I think pure is vital. Then Bran is also vital. And then nothing else is, I think. I think that's the only things we want. Oh yeah, black. What do you do with black? Shit. Okay, that's a problem. I think I might call this recording here. I was only gonna go for about 2 hours anyway. I think I can think about the things I've thought about off stream once again. So yeah, what are the real problems? Orange, but that's something that only comes up when we're actually doing the final solution, I think. Black. Yeah, like, how are we gonna set black? That's the thing. Because we need... Yeah. I guess one thing we could do is make this outside black. and then also get the black exact key really early. And then we could leave here, and we also wouldn't have to go to this area. Does that work with any of the other ones? I guess with red it also works. Yeah, red would also just work like that. I mean, I do red pretty early, and also I need -30 of something here, so like it doesn't really work. Except if this is -30 black on the inside and not -30 purple. What about pink? Pink could be a such thing. You know, we don't know that. I set green this time. Then blue... The only reason we couldn't set blue to the right thing was because I couldn't get blue on the outside. That's interesting. But that's the only reason. Okay, so I'll put blue on this list as well. I think this is what I need to look at now, is which ones do I actually get from here to make last open to 5. Blue for the top left. So yeah, still too many LOL. Okay, I guess... No, before I end, I'm just gonna go over each one of these and think, do I really need it? Do I need red? Yeah, pretty certain of that. Do I need pure on the outside? Yeah, because none of these will actually make it work. Because yeah, all of those you need 0 pure, and then it doesn't work. And then the other one, that's at the very end. You want to do that, so. Black. Do we need black? I mean, it also feels like yes, to be honest. Yeah, no, it also feels like yes. And brown also feels like yes. Blue also feels like yes. The only one that doesn't feel like a yes is pure again. I think that's just a question of order. And I did things in the wrong order. But like... we have 5 and we need to eliminate 2 of them. And I feel like all of them are required. Again, we can eliminate 1. Like, we can eliminate 1 here with this blank, but we can't eliminate 2. And there's no other point in the level in which you like open any of these as a lock, except pure. Except pure. Now here's the problem with that. This pure lock that is gone now. You already need pure to open that. So like, yeah, no, it's not gonna work like that. Brown, you don't open anything with brown lots. Same for black, it's a gate. Red, yeah, is also not anything you open. Blue, you also don't open anything. Okay. Maybe these aren't glitch. Maybe this one isn't glitch. Or you know what could also happen? Is, you know, with the setting part, could I set blue? Yeah, but then I would also need this for the top left, so it actually doesn't make a difference. So I don't think I want to set blue here. Pink, I think you want to set, maybe. And then green... I don't know. I feel like you don't want to set blue. That's the only thing. But that's just intuition. I don't know why. I mean, there's also the option of this one. Like, that this one, actually I needed to swap the roles of these two, basically, the colors. That could also be something. In which case... does that give me more options? I mean, it could. I'll have to think about that off recording, I think. Yeah, right now I'm too tired to think of anything. I feel like pink, like the thing with this and this, I feel like I needed to, you know, when I got -1 pink, I needed to open this, and now I needed to open the -1, so I would still have some. So I could go in here, and then maybe, no, but then I get 29 pink if I do that, which doesn't work. So actually, no, it was correct before. But then, if I get that, then the last lock I opened was pink. That doesn't work. Huh. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna write down the problems we had and just leave it there. So, need too many blocks in green area. So that's like the thing in the top right now of the screen. I think, yeah. I think that's the main problem, really. And then maybe some of the order in which you tackle the top left. Yeah. I think everything else we've figured out, so that's good at least. I think it's actually just those two things, but those are quite essential things, so yeah. But again, we figured out more than than we started with, you know? No, I'm getting too tired. I don't have anything else interesting to say, so I'm just gonna end it there. So, I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully next time we can beat it. Maybe. I mean, I feel like I have confidence now that we're really getting really close now. Like last time I got really stuck and it was like, oh no. Like, I have no idea what to do now. But then, this time around I actually feel like we're just really close. We're just missing a couple of small details. Or not. Who knows? Maybe I'm missing a huge detail. Anyway, have a nice day, keep being mad lads, and take care.